Good morning, buenos dias, wasabal khair. Welcome back for another lesson from English al Español al Árabe, where we take words and phrases and translate them from English to Spanish and then to Arabic. And this morning will be number 2 in an ongoing series where we are examining Arabic proverbs. Arabic proverbs are very interesting because often they do not have Western counterparts, and even more often the way that they express the ideas is completely different from any Western way of expressing the idea. So it's very interesting for me. So today's Arabic proverb would be rendered in English as, "He who dug a hole for his brother fell in it." Once again, he who dug a hole for his brother fell in it. Now I picked this proverb because it demonstrates some very rudimentary Arabic grammar. It makes it easy. It's got 2 perfect tense verbs in it and one noun that's derived from the verb. But before we do that, let's take a look at how we would say that in Spanish. Now in Spanish, colloquially, or translating it as literally as possible, as I try to always do, I would say, "El que excavó un hoyo para su hermano cayó dentro de ella." El que excavó un hoyo para su hermano cayó dentro de ella. Now this is clumsy and long and doesn't really flow well in Spanish at all. So a couple of notes is, when we say he who, make that proverbial sounding statement in English, there's really 4 ways we can express that idea in Spanish. El que, he that, el cual, he which, and el quien, he who, the literal translation. Now when we use quien, el quien, when we use quien as the subject pronoun, or the relative pronoun, we can change the subject pronoun el with lo and say lo quien, or la quien also, if it's a female. La quien, lo quien. A quien, a lo quien sea. To who, to whoever. Lo quien sea, whoever. Now when we say dig a hole in Spanish, the most common way we can say this is excavar un hoyo, to dig a hole. El excavó un hoyo, he dug a hole. We can also use the word agujero to say hole, but agujero is usually a hole in something. A hole in the ground can be most commonly un hoyo. But we would never say this to dig a hole for our brother and fall in it in Spanish or English. We would most likely say something like set a trap. He who set a trap for his brother stepped in it himself. And I would say that in Spanish is, well, to set a trap for someone in Spanish is tenderle una trampa. Una trampa is a trap. Trampa is also the noun that means cheating. But to say he who set a trap for his brother stepped in it himself in Spanish would be el que tendió una trampa para su hermano la pisó él mismo. La pisó él mismo. He stepped in it himself. La pisó, la is the pronoun that refers to la trampa. La pisó, he stepped in it. The in it, we don't need that in Spanish. El mismo, he himself. El mismo. Now in Arabic, this proverb goes, min hafra hufratan li akhihi waka fiha. Min hafra, he dug. Now these are the 2 perfect tense verbs. These are the building blocks of the Arabic language, the trilateral roots. Hafra, he dug. Waka, he fell. Now waka might have a couple of challenges as far as the pronunciation goes, but if you're serious at all about Arabic, you need to master this letter combination of ka and ayn. Ka'a. Waka'a. So, min hafra hufratan li akhihi waka fiha. In it, fiha. Ha is the pronoun that refers to the hole. Hafra. Hafra can be a hole or a pit, but when we pronounce it in a more formal context like this, we add the tanween al-fat here, so we say hafratan, hafratan. Min hafra hafratan li akhihi. Now, li akhihi is for his brother. For his brother. Li, for, ach, brother. And this word just takes this ya, this long E sound, for grammatical reasons that aren't worth explaining right now. He is his. Li akhihi, for his brother. Waka, he fell. Fiha, in it. Min hafra hufratan li akhihi waka fiha. He who dug a hole for his brother, he fell in it himself. Well, thank you very much for viewing. I hope you learned something about these Arabic proverbs. Have a great day, and God bless.